Good morning. It's just a quick one today. I'm off out later because I really needed to lie in this morning. Sun's already bright and shining, so I'm getting out. I've got so much going on in my head with work at the moment. It's trying to get things all in order. So getting out here is a great way to process all my thoughts and think about, okay, what am I going to do? What's the important things? What order can I do things in? What's the target? What do we need to do? It's just one of those points. You get a busy time where it's a flurry of activity. Lots of stuff needs to happen all at once. It's very easy to get overwhelmed, and it's one of those moments where I wouldn't say excel at, but I do enjoy when I'm on top of things to be able to just go right, bang, 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 get the next thing out, turn it over, churn it through, and that kind of speed of activity just kind of like forces you into a flow state of, okay, you haven't got time to mess about, you just get on with it, and that's really nice. I feel better equipped for taking the time out yesterday and having a good, well, this morning rather, and having a sleep, just to make the most of it. So many lovely cloves of garlic about again. So that's today's focus. It's going to be, use this time just to think about stuff. It's amazing what sort of solutions you can come up with, either in the shower or before when you're walking like this, you're just getting out there and you're focusing on the task at hand. Obviously that's going to mean a lot of the personal projects will drop by at the moment, just whilst I try and get everything out from a work perspective. Couldn't sustain it for a long period of times, but recognizing when it needs to be done and when you need to focus is really good. So I'm hoping we can make some good progress over today and tomorrow, and then I'll be able to sort of switch off for the weekend and really properly switch off. Obviously I have the Wowhead blog to write and other sort of family commitments and bits and pieces. I have that luxury. I guess that's one of the things when you're working, is you turn it on and off as and when you need to. It's difficult when working from home, just to stick to strict hours. I'm very conscious of that, and I think I do quite a good job of just, right, okay, I will do my fixed hours and that is it. You're not going to get rewarded for doing extra for no financial reward, going that extra mile. You just got to make sure it works within your allotted time. It was the same thing when all those Blizzard redundancies and things were having, is making the work for you. You want to do a good job, obviously, but you don't want to kill yourself in the process. And so it's a tricky balance to get a lot of the time. But my core experience, I guess I could call it, is to not be a slave to work, but to make sure that I do good work as and when required. Because that's what I want to do at the end of the day. Is, I want to make cool things and get a lot of satisfaction out of doing that. That lovely dew all on the grass as you come up over this hill. It's amazing. Not many people about today, actually. Interesting, even for later. But, it looks lovely. Smell that air, get that fresh air, get the blood going. Obviously I'm aware that if I'm thinking about work whilst on a walk, then that's not necessarily doing it in my contracted hours. But I think it's a lot of my work involves solving problems and trying to do things as efficiently as possible and get past sort of whatever technical limitations you've got in the 3D work. So being able to just tick those through in my head is really valuable, so that I can just get get ready and get going. But then, of course, still have a think about WoW and what other things I want to do. Not sure really in terms of well, WoW's going. Kind of, I tried that Plunderstorm. I really didn't get on with it. There are so many other people that are so much better at combat and things. I just wanted to run around and collect gold bits, so I just wanted to avoid other people. So my first thoughts on it were, okay, this is very disheartening. I went, you know, you do your dive, you jump down, and I try and avoid people as much as possible. And then the stories I'm hearing about the renown grind for the rewards is that's the sort of thing you're just going to have to put the hours in and find a way that works for you. So if you can avoid people and get the things you want that way. It's interesting that it's Battle.net account bound. So essentially, like, I've got multiple accounts. It doesn't matter which account I play it on. I was playing it on one account, and whilst I was waiting in the lobby in the loading screens, I could have my other account in Wrath and do fishing. So I found that was a nice little break. You know, you could do something on one screen, do a bit of fishing, wait for it to load in, you dive down, you run around, you get your few bits of gold. As soon as you die, you leave the match, and then you go back to fishing, which is very calming. And so that would work for me if I was invested in doing it. The difficulty you've got, I think, because it is a time limited event, and you'll have everyone streaming it and everyone talking about it, and that fear of missing out is huge. If it was something that was just introduced that you could, you know, take your time at, because everyone plays at different paces. I've been like this from the start of WoW. You know, it took me ages to get to level 60 at the beginning, because I'm casual. I will not invest hours and hours playing a game. I don't have that sort of time, and I don't want to spend that sort of time playing it just to get hold of something. And I think these time limited events really do sort of suck the incentive out of someone who, you know, especially something like this, which is a method of gameplay that doesn't appeal so much, but you still want the rewards. You might want to collect the pets or the mounts and things. I mean, personally, I'm not a massive mount or pet collector, so I can go, oh yeah, whatever, I'll miss it. The same way as I haven't really collected all my traders tenders every month. I simply just can't be bothered, even though that's even easier and quick to do. The whole working up to get the extra rewards, I've never ever done in the whole time it's been out. And I'm not that kind of player, and that's fine by me. But I can understand people's frustrations at these time limited events. Okay, I'm not going to have enough time to do that, and you're forcing me to do things that I don't necessarily want to do. But at the end of the day, they're not forcing you, it's a choice. And it's a balance of motivation. It's a difficult one to get right. I wonder if it needs a little bit of rebalancing, so that even someone who isn't competitive and is quite casual can still find a way to chip away at things and get it done. Maybe they will rebalance it over the next few weeks. We'll see. But no, you know, in the very short time I was able to play it, I did get a little bit of extra plunder and gold, and that's got me maybe close to renown 2. So if I was to steadily go away at it, yes, I could do it, but it's not something I've got time for. I would much rather spend 5 minutes or 10 minutes doing my dailies in Dalaran, cooking, fishing and jewel crafting and my alchemy cooldowns, and that gives me a chunk of money that I can actually use to pay for battle net balance, because that's what's important to me. I guess that's the thing, is you know, recognising what's important to you. But by all reports, I'm seeing a lot of people having a lot of fun with it, which is great. You know, it's something fresh, it's something new. But as a casual player, who's someone who doesn't do this kind of PvP, that initial frustration of seeing other people, you know what I would really like is a bit like Comp Stomp, and they've got the duos. I would like an AI buddy who's my bodyguard that does all the other stuff, and I can just do the running around and the strategy of going places, and then my AI bodyguard does all the PvP stuff. You know, it's not going to be as optimal as 2 players who know what they're doing, but hey, maybe it'll allow me to survive a little bit longer. Just a thought. I'd have to play it more to get a full sort of like review of it and try and get a feel for how the rewards pan out. Don't think I'm quite there yet, but my initial thoughts were definitely yeah, this isn't for me. Certainly not the grind. It's not, the rewards aren't enough incentive for me, so I won't invest in it. But that's fine, there's plenty of other things I do enjoy in WoW. So as long as other people are happy, then they're enjoying it. I'm not going to, you know, complain about them enjoying it, because that's their game. Everyone plays their game differently. So 2 things mainly, really. One was using these walks to get my thought processes for work out and in order, and the other one is my thoughts on Plunderstorm, which is kind of take it or leave it for me personally, but I'm glad other people are enjoying it. Right, I'm going to pound out some steps, get my brain thinking, get my day in order, and get my steps up. So until next time, I'll see you soon.